Hey everybody, we're going to be doing another feeding today of the mixed lock tank, and today is going to be some updates on them as well. So what we're giving them today is as usual, uh, New Life Spectrum small pellets, and there will be some brine shrimp as well. Now it's time to start seating the tables at the Overeaters Fort Knox, so to speak. For the uh, for the Coolylocks, for the various species of Coolylocks that I have. So, unlike last time, there's not as much this time. I'm deliberately putting in less so that I won't have to worry about excess. If there's not enough, I can always put in some more, as I've done before. The Coolylocks don't appear to be stressed when I temporarily take it out to put in some more, which is good. So now that it's got hopefully the right amount of food in it, I can put it in and start seating the tables. There's the air let out. And and there's the restaurant. Hopefully put in a good position to among the leaves of the fake plant to give the Coolylocks easy access. So I'll get in a little closer. All right, looks like the first of the handfuls of entertainment. First black Cooleylock has gotten in there. Now, so for now, we're just going to sit back and watch them come in, take their seats at the Overeaters Fort Knox, and start eating. Alright, we got some more in. Not entering as fast as typical, but they're making progress. Alright, so it looks like a whole bunch of black coolies have entered. Now need to wait on the okay, there's a striped. Okay. I spoke too soon. Looks like some striped ones are getting in there. The first the Handfuls Entertainment, then the restaurant guests. Oh, sorry about that. Knocked the camera a little. Looks like they're eating it up pretty good. Could be that I might have to give them some more. Okay, the Easy Dorada, the Neon Coolie Lock got in, and it's almost out of pellets. So I'm going to have to. Seems like I'm going to have to put in some more. Hmm. Sorry about that. It's lids again. So just put in the rest of the food. Now it's time to put the lid back on. Let the air out again. If some of the Kulaks want out, they can get out. Put the lid back on in the appropriate position. Position it as it was. And then let them finish eating. I'll reposition the camera to account for slight reposition of the Overeater's Fort Knox. There, that ought to do it. Now we'll just wait for the rest of the restaurant guests to find their way in there, and then we'll go on to feeding the Weatherlocks and most of the Burmese locks. Okay, I think a new striped Kulak might have gotten in. Good. I'm sorry, another, not a new. This one's been in the Overeaters Fort Knox before, I think. All right, good. Looks like the Kulak I've had for the longest, striped Kulak I've had for the longest, has made it into the Overeaters Fort Knox. I haven't seen that Kulak get in there for at least one or two feedings before. good that good that it's back. I mean, good that this restaurant guest is back. Must refer to them by their names, of course. Anyhow, we'll let them finish eating, and while they're eating, I'll feed the two remaining weatherlocks. The one that's going to have its name picked by my friends, and Houdini, or what we're calling him for now until the time comes to reveal the full name. So we're going to be feeding them some frozen red discus pellets, and some of the Burmese locks will be getting that too. As the title says, Liam the Burmese lock is he's not fat anymore. He's not on his diet anymore. I never thought. I mean, I can't wait for this day. It's a good thing he's healthy now. So I'll tell you more about that when I'm feeding Liam. Anyway, I'll go get the pellets. Off goes the lid. So, I guess the first serving is going to go to... Oh, I'm sorry, my hand doesn't look like my hand is visible. I'm going to have to move that camera up. There we go. First serving is going to go to Houdini. So there, Houdini got it. And forgot to mention, we're not going to be giving anything to Liam's dietitians, the Roseline Sharks. Today is one of their fasting days. Next portion, if I can get it to him, will be for the name to be named brown wild type weatherlock. All right, they got it. They got it. Amber the Burmese lock got a pallet. This next one's going to go to Houdini. If he will take. All right. Houdini took at least a bit of that. Want some more? Oh, Houdini missed that one. Okay, Houdini probably got at least a little bit of that. Come on, Houdini. Poof from over there and come on over here for your supper. Now to Vicky the Burmese Loch. Got some pellets. Hmm. Looks like Houdini could use a little bit more, I guess. Oh, sorry. I touched a little too hard. Come on, Houdini. Okay, Houdini was intercepted by several of the Burmese locks. I'm not sure which one exactly. I think Houdini got that one and should be almost finished for Houdini. It's looking like Houdini's tummy is getting close to that desirable slightly rounded stage. Just this one more big pellet and come on, Houdini. Come on. Not hungry? Alright then, this will go to the yet to be named, which is more hungry. Now it's time to feed Liam the Burmese loch. And now I can tell you the rest of what's happened on his diet. So, since I think the start of May or maybe early June, I've had to either hold him in my hand very tight at feeding times, or catch him in a guppy breeder net and hold him there until all the food was eaten. This was to keep him on his diet of eating as little as possible till he wasn't fat anymore. And it's gotten to the point where it worked. He's normal or even slightly thin now, so I can start feeding him again. And as you can see, his behavior is different. You notice that he wasn't the first Burmese loch to come in to eat. He's more hesitant now. He behaves I would certainly say he behaves more like a Piraiba than he used to, although luckily it's not the unreasonable hesitation on the level of Piraiba that can take 30 minutes before taking or even not taking the food. And that's I would say I've gotten to a happy medium. As much as it was fun to see him lifted out of the water, put back, and then run back for round two, or as much fun as it was to see him eat his food out of the water, I would say it's it's most reassuring to see his to see that he's not over. He seems to have been at least partially cured of the overeating, which is more than can be said for his brother Gabriel, who still might have a bit of an overeating problem. So I'm keeping an eye on Gabriel right there's intake, but Liam can have a normal intake now. Is the first time I actually fed him normally was July 24th, so 2 days ago. It looks like the pellets are with the coolie locks are pretty close to done. So I'll just feed the last of the discus pellets to the unnamed weatherlock. Then I'll get the brine shrimp for the Burmese locks. Then dump out the weatherlocks and I mean coolie locks from the overeaters Fort Knox, and then we can conclude this feeding time. Here's some brine shrimp for the anti-sharer Burmese lock. There was some brine shrimp for Liam. Very modest. It's just the way I like it. He's got a good eye on his food intake, not hesitating excessively like a Piraiba, but not going to ridiculous lengths and overeating like the Piraiba on opposite day. He used to essentially just be before I put him on his diet. Now, here's some brine shrimp for Amber the Burmese lock in the background. Here's some more for the anti-sharer. I can give some to the yet to be named Weatherlock. Some for Vicky, and I think that should conclude the brine shrimp. So now it's time to it's closing time for the Overeaters Fort Knox. Out you go, out you go. We'll be open again on Sunday or Monday, depending on exactly when you need to eat again. I hope you had a nice meal. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this feeding time. Should be more to come in the future. Once I've gotten all the... Actually, I want to do weekly feeding times for this tank and the others once all the introductions, run over stories, etc. have been covered.